saying that behind every good man there's a good woman. That's the only thing that barely qualifies me to be called a good man. In Revelations, it says that the glory of God fills the whole earth. Today, the glory of God for the Porter family is right here. All you wonderful people to come to celebrate Judy's life. I have here a few words from Reverend Charles Spurgeon, just a young minister from the 1800s, that I came across the other day. I want to share it. There are griefs in life which wealth cannot alleviate. And there is the deep need of a dying hour, for which no riches can provide. But when thou hast God for thy portion, thou hast more than all else put together. In him every want is met, whether in life or in death. With God for thy portion, thou art rich indeed. For he will supply thy need, comfort thy heart, assuage thy grief, guide thy steps, be with thee in the dark valley, and then take thee home to enjoy him as thy portion forever. Everything has been said, so I'm going to move to an area that involves the valley of the shadow of death. In the last 2 or 3 years, Judy and I were in that valley. But that love that started back in the 50s for one another, and she thought I was better than any old Asher cow, and it went on for 58 years of married life. But the valley of death will come to all of us. You know, with us it was the hospital, the doctor's offices. Pretty soon it was the walker. Pretty soon it was the wheelchair. Pretty soon I had to help her set up in bed. Pretty soon it was the hospital bed. And then it was hospice. And through all of that, the thing that was so beautiful and amazing was it wasn't the valley of death, it was death. Beautiful, peaceful death. And we were both seeking that spot in our lives. It's just that we suffer and we die, but God is there for us, always. I want to thank, before I sit down, Pastor Al and Donna Joe for all the work you've done, all the members of the church that have been moving chairs around and doing so many things for this day, for Pastor Ray and his wife to come today, everybody that's been involved in putting together this memory of life. I see faces here, some of which I recognize, but I have to look twice. When I first went to Florida, I thought the people were awful old down there. Every year they get younger.